Wave is your official Derby station. We have to get you ready with exclusive coverage of Kentucky Derby 150. We've been digging into our archives to find some of our top 10 Derby moments throughout the decade, and John Boel joins us now. You've been going through these archives, digging through our basement, finding these memorable moments in the past 150 years.
Yeah, 150 years. 25 years ago when I did a series on the greatest races in Derby history, I was kind of surprised to learn there hadn't been that many great races, but a lot has happened in the last 25 years. Many of the segments you're going to see here of great moments in Derby history are from the last 25 years. We've had a lot of stuff happen.
And you know, you bringing up some of these stories, I forgot so many of them over the years, and then it was like reliving it all over again. And tonight's story is about Affirm. Tell us a little bit about this.
Well, the highlight of the Affirm story is, look at that. That's like a boy. It's a teen. Stevie Coughlin started racing when he was 16, and by the time he was 18, he was Sports Illustrated Sportsman of the Year, Sportsman of the Year for this duel right here. This is still regarded, 150 years of Derby history, the greatest rivalry in the history of the game.
What year was this?
This is 78, Affirmed versus Aladar. Aladar came in as the more highly touted horse, but Affirmed beat Aladar 3 straight times. Matter of fact, they raced, I'm going to get into it tonight, they raced something like, they finished 1-2 in all their races in their life, 9 out of 10 times, but Affirmed won most of them. All
right, so over the next few 2 weeks, since we're right around the corner from Derby, you're just highlighting some of these stories. When are they going to air, and folks can catch them?
They're going to run it on weeknights for the next 2 weeks at 6 p.m. We're going to go way back to things like 1957, the misjudged line, the most infamous story where the owner had a dream that his rider had misjudged the finish line and blew the race. Told the trainer, who told jockey Bill Shoemaker. Bill Shoemaker was like, "No, I'm good. That's not going to happen to me." And he did it in the race. We're going to get into things like the maximum security disqualification. We're going to get into things like the pandemic Derby. But we're going to go back and do your, your Seattle Slews, your Secretariats, of course. But my personal favorite, the Mind That Bird story. You just cannot beat it.
I watched that.
2009.
Let me tell you, it was so good to watch it, and you felt that emotion in that story. John's story is airing tonight at 6 o'clock, and then throughout the next 2 weeks, we're going to see these great pieces.
It's going to get you fired up for Derby,
I got
unlike
excited.
no other story I've done in a long time.
Yep. All right. Thank you, John.
Yep.